Vedanta.
Okay. Good morning, Isaac. Good evening. Just when we sit here, it's like locking again in the system. It's still this, or it's, how to say, I feel still a lot resistance in the system or in the body. Last time when we were sitting was beautiful. I mean, it feels like an agenda again, you know, now it's a lot of coming up and coming. I'm not sure if it's better just to, if it would be possible, I would love to sit quietly with this. But right now, when we come together again, a lot hardness or tension, or it's quite strong, and I really don't know what it is, but I know that I know it very long, you know, the whole history with the pain in the body, it feels it's crystallized right now, like showing up in a, yeah. Yeah, comes like all the no, you know, no, I don't want this, no, but always with a protection, actually, not able to say no in a lovely, easy way. It's always like, yeah, well, not always, but feels like very often, yeah.
And I know you know, but if it was up to you, that would not be there.
Yes, I feel for the first time something like gratefulness that it comes up, and that there's trust just to show it or to bring it. This is very new, that, or it feels like, yes. Yeah.
And so just coming to this moment again.
Yes.
And checking, is it necessary in this moment?
No, it's not necessary.
No, it's not necessary. That's all. Simple, you've checked.
Yeah. I like again. It's always when it's getting softer, I don't need it. Moment. Yes, thank you. Now from here, no need to come, but at least. Yeah, thank you, Isaac. Thank you. But it was needed. Thank you.
Ah, Andrea. Hmm.
Hey.
Hi, Andrea. Hmm.
I would like to look at something. And showing more and more up in the world. Oh, I do have an echo because Yatran is in the other room.
No
Yatran,
worries.
could you please lower your speakers?
Mhm.
And holding spaces or opening up spaces. I perceived like certain reactions which triggered which I don't want to engage with. Or there's the clear knowing that it is not the way to engage through argumentation, through analyzing, so through interpreting. And but these people in front of me, they are right here, and they seem to like force me to go there, or at least I noticed a certain response in my system, which that still comes from a place of victim, or I have to react. And this frequency I'm really curious about. Because maybe one more thing, because in the past, my pattern was very much to avoid certain situations. And now I know there's nothing to avoid, but it seems to be so super similar in its appearance. Yeah. I just want to say what I notice. When I'm with you or with us here, before it felt as if this energy is somehow stored and into pockets inside of the body. And now it's back into universal flow again. So nothing to fix, nothing to change, nothing to get rid of. just sitting in the fire.
At this moment, at this moment, is there even a fire?
I knew that you would say that. Ah, no. Okay, I would love to savor the moment a bit. And releasing the whole system back into this. Oh. Oh. Mm. Kissing, kissing, kissing.
Jacob.
Hello, can you hear
Hi,
me?
Jacob. Yes.
May we sit a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
sometimes when I sit with you, I see you little like cartoonish.
Do you get the joke?
I don't know if it's the same joke you're asking. Yeah, now I got it. Thank you.
Ramanjali. Nilima. if we look together, just for fun, in this moment, what's the priority? What is the fundamental priority in this moment? Is it to solve a problem? Is it to meet the moment in the most profoundly beautiful way? What's the priority? There's no right or wrong answer to that. Just taking a look for yourself and seeing. Is the priority to try and get somewhere? Say again?
Relaxation.
Relaxation. Okay. Is the priority to get somewhere, to be something? Or is the priority to rest with everything appearing in who you are and somehow there's a resting as unconditional loving? Or it's hard to find words, but just what's the priority? I had a friend come over the other night and he was talking about working on himself, and I went, what does that mean? Is there you in yourself? And what do you mean by working on yourself? Does anyone know what working on yourself means? There might be patterns playing, but that's certainly not yourself. I mean, it's such a paradox in a way, yeah. We're living at such a strange time on the planet. It seems like there's aspects of totality that are trying to move in the direction of total control. And at the same time, it's like there's a resting that's just so absolutely beautiful, and it's the most, I guess some people were talking about that when there's a meeting with someone that has a different perspective and it moves into some kind of trying to convince or something, other than meeting as unconditional love. So I guess, the question would be for this community, has anyone had much luck with trying to convince anybody?
May I speak?
Of course, it's an open conversation. Or at least from my side, I think it is.
I mean, full yes. And with our brains wired on survival, I mean, we are like the perfect object for this control number. Like the whole show runs on it. And when you were speaking, I heard you naming this sentence from Papaji that vigilance is required. I mean, you don't name it vigilance, but this was how he said it. And now it makes sense to me, because it is really moment by moment. Because our nervous systems, or at least mine still, and our brains, yeah, they're still in like Stone Age mode.
So let's play for a second on that.
Yes.
You say my nervous system.
Yes.
Okay. So
The wiring I perceive as,
there's a wire. Okay, so there's a wiring that has been conditioned through generations. Conditioning and trauma, yeah?
yes.
Is that who you are?
Oh, Yatrin is, yeah. He's interfering. No, no, no.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely
it's not.
not what I am.
Yeah, it's not what you are. Okay, cool. So in that resting as who you already are, not as some sense of being a victim of your nervous system, not as that something needs to change or be fixed or something. I mean, just the simple resting. It means doesn't mean you don't notice, you know, the conditioning or whatever it is, but there's just a clear recognition that it's not who you are, and the capacity to look and see if whatever that conditioning is trying to tell you, just to check to see if it's necessary or useful in this moment. I mean, moment by moment, that's it.
Yeah.
And I don't think you have to be vigilant for that. It's just a question of there's a noticing of, oh, suddenly it doesn't seem, yeah.
Yeah, it just showed up in this very moment. Yeah. Awake or whatever. Yeah.
You know, it's like somehow in most of us, there's this sense that we're the doer, or that somehow we're separate from totality, or something like that. There's not the deep seeing that this great intelligence is playing spinning every atom, every, you know, it's like it's there's nothing apart from it. There's nothing separate to it. It's just, and we don't really know the mind of that great intelligence. We just see, you know, from a limited perspective now, how it looks to us through the conditioning and through the trauma. That's all. From that perspective, some things seem very important. But we have no idea how many breaths we have left, or anything for that matter. Isn't it?
True.
So, you know, it's like we can see it in interpersonal relating, where something comes up and it looks like a fight for a moment, and then something can take it very seriously, and it's to the point where, wow, you can't even live together anymore. Then the next second you're laughing. You go, what the hell was that? There's just some. But we're here, you know, and there's a capacity of resting as this. as totality, as the love of everything. Or there's this trying to have a better experience, or trying to get somewhere, or trying to do something. I mean, you know, like, there's no right or wrong or good or bad to it. I think we all know that where there's a kind of like efforting to change or fix or work on something or get somewhere. I mean, most of us, that's been our conditioning, right? There's something not okay, and we have to make it okay. And I mean, it's incredible how easy it is to get kind of caught up in that perspective and thinking that it's useful or something. But you really look at it, you go, wow, that's amazing. It's just this now. That's all that's ever here. If you see it differently, it's not a problem. But we can look at it together and maybe have a laugh, or not. You know, the word serious comes from the sense of series being in time. But from that which is beyond time, seriousness doesn't look very serious. Anyway, when I speak like that, I don't know how it is for you guys. Yeah. Some of you seem to enjoy. Feet.
Hi, Isaac. Thank you for speaking like this. It evokes it evokes joy, of course. So there is a knowing what I am or who I am, and especially yesterday and today, this issue appeared, and it brings up activation, amazing amount of this issue. How to not get the body in old age into this ugly machine we have here in Germany. Very few people die at home, and it's very hard to get them out of the institutions, or almost impossible if they didn't put good legal care about this. And so this there seems to be a kind of identification with the body, and how to prevent dying or leaving this system, or noticing the system dying like a worm, and it will die like a dog in the street, and in any circumstance, that's for sure.
Mhm.
Anyways, there is such an activation here. It's a stupid, simple content and nothing more. Yeah. And we have this huge, ugly machine by laws in Germany. How to deal with this issue?
Yeah, so it's like if there's a practical, whatever can be done practically, if that's an interest, then do that.
Yeah, sure.
And then leave it. It's like what's going to happen is going to happen, and what's not going to happen is not going to happen. I mean, it's like,
Yeah. I'm in the middle of overworking the regulations I do for this later upcoming circumstances, and it
great.
pisses me off. It pisses me off here in Germany.
So the pisses you off. You can see, okay, so then there's a touch there.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's there's noticing that the way German society has moved is not very human friendly or life friendly, or however you want to describe that.
Yeah.
It's ugly to you. And so then it's like, okay, what practically can be done about it? Is it worth suffering for? I mean, there's another thing that of the system, and then like for me, I would say just practically what can be done, and then watching where something in the system bites. It's like for sure. I think we're all, no matter which country we're in, it's like we can see that at least from where I look, it's kind of absurd how we functioning as a species. It's just it doesn't make much sense at all.
Yeah.
And so then how to be, to me, it's like what's possible to contribute in this moment to that. And to me, it seems to be as to resting as love. That's it,
Yeah.
Because anything else is just like adding to the mess in a way.
Yeah.
So, and then it doesn't mean not taking whatever practical steps you can. It's just like that. It's
I know. I'm well informed. I know the practical steps and so on, and yet there is some charge on.
Yeah. So then that's then once you see that, then it's just okay. What is that charge?
Yeah.
Does it assist in any way? It's
No,
not wrong. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not wrong or not bad. It's not trying to change it or fix it. It's just noticing, oh, this charge. Okay. I get it. Yeah. Some sense of powerlessness or not enjoying having to take practical steps.
Yeah.
What to do. It is like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, yeah. When I look, and I look at the money system of the planet, it's not human friendly or planet friendly. I look at the political system, it's not human friendly or planet friendly. I look at the educational system, it's all backwards, you know. Yeah, okay. Well, I look at the medical system. So again, you know, it's like it is what it is, you know. Just and then what's the priority here? That's all.
Yeah.
None of that matters in terms of meeting the moment beautifully. It's really, it's just as said, what's the priority? Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, a lot of times when there's an upset, there's this, oh, I have the right to be upset. It's justified. It's rational. I mean, all that stuff. And to me, I go, well, okay. But,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's just an opportunity just to see where there's a priority that hadn't been recognized somehow. It shows up as an upset.
Hmm. 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 Yeah. Thank you for this hint. There's a general background discontentment with this kind of capitalistic and materialistic type of organizing societies, especially in Germany, which I know well, of course. Yeah.
Thanks, Rita.
Thank you for your love. Thank you.
Judith. Hi.
Hello. Uh, uh,
what do you notice?
Yeah, that it's such a relief when this, it's again and again also identifying, you know, and then it's such a relief when that
When it
changes.
just relax, yeah. And
Yeah.
then just to look really deeply. Is it you that identifies, or is it,
Yeah.
or is it identifying an automatic unconscious activity?
Yeah, I realized that when you were talking with Andrea about
Yeah.
identification with the nervous system,
Mm.
then I saw, oh, that's, I still have that, or I,
Or
yeah,
even I have it, yes.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
yeah, somehow it still does it. Okay, so
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still, yeah, it's still, yeah, I don't know.
still in this moment, tell me it's still what?
In this moment, no. But it depends, you know, if the, in, when there's a
No,
lot
no,
of,
no, 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 no,
oh,
no, no, no.
no?
No.
No,
In this moment, was it dependent?
no,
Not
nothing,
dependent on anything.
no. Yeah.
Is it, yeah.
So when
Is
every
it,
time,
is it dependent on anything in this moment?
yeah, when there's only this moment, it's
Yeah.
every, all the theories are different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different in the sense that they're not, they don't exist. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can I also ask
Please.
something?
Please,
Like,
go for it.
huh?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
go for it. While we were sitting, there was this thought like, nah. No, it's not not correct. Anyway, so thank you.
Mm. Satyam.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Satyam.
There's that scene that this which is like beyond I, me, mine, you. It's untouched. You can't have it. You can't lose it. Doesn't know nothing. But this last, I think it's a big move. Somehow, I have to say me here, that because this conversation which you had with, there's a girl called Crystal. That conversation, it's a few weeks ago, when you said identification happens. That's where my system like that's like a big move to see that even identification I'm not doing, but there's a sense that I get identified.
So the question is, if it was up to you, would identification happen?
Yeah, the answer is no.
No.
Absolutely.
So
No.
so the identification that happens, nobody does it. It's automatic, it's unconscious, it's just old information that's not noticed in the moment. That's driving it, you could say. And then it shows up as a sense of I. And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
and so, but in the clarity that sense of I and that the identification, that none of it means anything. Doesn't mean anything about you. It doesn't, it's just, oh, identification's happening, far out. Yeah.
That identification kinds of, how do you say, it reimposes the idea of a me back.
Yeah, from that, if it looks from the perspective that there's a me that can do something about identification,
Yeah.
then it's back in the loop. If there's a seeing, look, identification happened, nobody did it.
Yeah.
Nobody has to do anything about it. It's just like, oh, identification happened, like a shit happened or a piss happened. What?
Yeah.
You're not trying to make sure it never happens again.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that so doesn't matter if joy happens or nervousness happens.
None of it. Yeah.
So basically, what nothing to do with it doesn't really say, it doesn't say anything about what we are at the core.
What we are, absolutely.
But the habit is so ingrained in the system that it means something about me.
Yeah.
This is like it's the whole life is about my it's the report.
Yeah.
It's back in the report. It means something about me.
Yeah. And so, in a sense, as we explore and we see, actually, that's not true. It's not, it's just simply not true.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything.
And it's all at the root is all thought based, because in the moment, as you say, this moment as the beloved, there are no problem, there are no issues, none whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's only through a moment.
Yeah. Only either thought or somewhere there's some sensation that has there's an automatic relating to that sensation in a way that it feels like there's some level of dis-ease. Something's not quite okay.
Yeah.
We look, well, here it is. This is it. It's not okay. Or where does that come from? It's just what's measuring like that? How does that happen?
I've been noticing when we were talking with other people in the Sangha, this pattern of something not okay. And if you really look, what is really, it has got into the system, something not okay. But if you really look, it's just, we don't know where it really came from, really, actually.
We don't know where it came from. It's just a habit, yeah, some kind of.
And yet, when you look in the moment, there's, yeah, back to this moment as the beloved. This is where, or you say, as good as it gets, as God as it
As
gets.
God as it gets, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you to all these people here who reflect.
Wow.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
It's like it doesn't require more than everything. And this is also a kind of such a joke. All personal likes, not likes, whatever. When you said that about this seriousness, that it comes from time serious, and let's say the Germans of us, so serious. It's such a joke. It's such a joke. And it is so stiff and not necessary. There's so much joy and love and warmth. I am so totally grateful for, totally grateful. Thank you.
And it doesn't take any effort, and it's not a
No.
doing, just
That's the best. Ah,
Angelia.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
I'm saying now, the mind is saying, I'm trying to be now really effortless. And this is not how to do it, but
So rather than trying to, be effortless, just notice where there is some effort.
it's endless.
Yeah, and so wherever you notice some effort, just check and see if it's necessary or useful right now. That's all. I mean, you don't have to try to not be it. If something in the system feels it needs the effort, then just check it, and then just check and see, okay, is it necessary right now? So you're getting at least that, whatever that has that idea that it's necessary. Look, no, it's not actually right now. And then, okay, far out. Don't have to change it, and it's not necessary right now. Just for this moment, it's not necessary. To be, don't have to make any effort. Eh? But you notice.
Well, I enjoy, when I enjoy it, I feel all this love, but then there's like a shock.
It's shocking to feel so much love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
So I just have to accept when this.
No, don't make up anything. Enjoy.
I'm a real beginner.
Yeah. Funny, yeah? Everything and nothing. is a beginning in the now, a beginning and an end in the now. I don't know. Actually, not here.
Thank you, Isaac, and everybody.
Inga. And then Bas. Inga.
Hi, Isaac and everyone. Nice to see
Hi,
you.
Inga.
Haven't been with you for a while.
Nice to see you.
Oh, yeah, I would really love to
Yeah.
sit with you.
Let's rest.
Yes.
And the resting, there's just a gentle noticing of what comes on the screen. Like, what an opportunity. Just no, it doesn't have to be any special way. We just, deep interest to live as embodied love, whatever you want to, I mean, however you want to name that interest. Yeah. And that recognition that who you really are. And there's just old conditioning and stuff that comes on the screen and plays. Once it starts to come into view, it's not unconscious anymore. Don't have to run with it, don't have to fight with it, don't have to do anything. It's just like, okay, I am who I always have been, only interested in enjoying this moment as love itself.
Ah, yeah.
Meet all of manifestation, all of creation as love. Wow. I can't think of anything more beautiful. Yeah?
Yeah, it's so interesting because I was in a big Extinction Rebellion action yesterday. And there's a lot of processing going on.
Yeah. Can
It's
understand.
all thoughts and it's all messages and things and memories, but it's it's a good this timelessness of just now, just it's a good reminder.
Yeah,
Good invitation.
And somehow this, this movement to love can say no, and then just to watch where some identification happens with it, or some, you know, it's like, I mean, to me, it seems like, you know, we're on this huge rock hurtling through space, and there's no steering wheel and there's no brakes. And it's like, you know, and the way this human species functions is some people get into positions that look like power, and there's confusion and there's everything that's happening, but it's the same intelligence that's playing every single part. And then it's like, do we meet that intelligence as love, or do we meet it as no, you should be different? You know, it's like, and is there a price for meeting it anything other than love? You know, and to me it seems like there is a huge price. And yeah, I mean, I think we've all experienced that, and it seemed like it was worthwhile at the time, I guess. But if you really look, it's like, wow, it's actually, that's not my interest. My interest is,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And that now the word wonder, that's like just every moment, like, wow.
Is yes. Yeah.
Instead of these whole stories about whatever,
Yeah, exactly.
positive or negative or whatever.
Negatively, exactly. It just
Yeah.
moves into some kind of duality, some kind of
Yes.
suffering. And yeah, okay. Again, nothing right with it, nothing wrong, but it's just, is it necessary? You know,
It's just not so much fun.
no, it's just not so much. Yeah.
Might happen, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And just that clear thing, it's just, this is, you know, it's this interest in beauty, this interest in this moment, yeah, meeting this moment with that heart prayer. May all beings be happy. May all beings know peace. May all beings know this, you know, just, yeah.
Right now, even that feels like a tension a little bit.
Okay, yeah. I mean, to me, it just seems like, oh, yes.
Yeah,
You know, it's like, yeah. And it's beautiful to see even the most subtle tension with good intention has bad result. It's confusing. Yeah. Love, peace.
Thank you so
beauty.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Thank
everyone
you.
else as well. Thank you.
Yeah. Just beauty. Bus. Where's bus? Ah, there you are.
Okay.
Hiding on the left side of my screen. Okay. Hey, Bas.
Hi, I would like to sit with you.
Of course.
Thank you, Isaac. Thank you.
No, so beautiful, Bas. Yeah, thank you. Esther.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Esther.
Yes, there's the habit to ask questions. I see it.
Say again?
So there is the habit to ask a question, but I want
Okay.
to rest with what's, what's where that's happening in.
Yes.
That's the best way I can explain
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
And
no, I
probably
understand.
that was scary for the system. I don't know, but I just would love to rest with you.
How beautiful. It's vulnerable. It's lovely. Yeah. Bettina, thank you for hosting. Thank you, beloved. Love, peace, beauty. Shall we?